You're listening to The Tim Stevenson Show with Tim Stevenson and Ethan Dettenmeyer. Right here on LA Talk Radio.
Good morning. Welcome to The Tim Stevenson Show. I'm Tim Stevenson.
Wow, dude, you look so different.
It's been a long week.
It's that reverse
Wow.
Man, the Bahamas.
You need to stay out the sun,
so
bro.
I've been hanging out at the Bahamas.
It bleached you out, bro.
What's up?
I think him and David, who's that magician that bought the
David
Bahamas?
Blaine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh.
Good. I think he hangs out there.
Bought the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Actually, we're waiting on Tim Stevenson.
Copperfield.
Copperfield. That's what it is. Copperfield. How can I forget that?
I'm actually sitting with Eddie Garcia, who's filling in until Tim Stevenson gets here.
That's
we don't
right.
know when that
That's
will be.
right.
Yeah.
Hola. What up? And
we have a guest.
Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house,
What?
Bryan Anthony.
Yeah. Wearing no pants,
What?
as always.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yay.
Big table. I'm just glad Eddie's in his right position. That's all I need to know.
What, at the head of the table?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, you have
That's
moved
right.
up a seat.
Yes,
We
thank you.
moved
Thank
you
you.
into the, the con. You were like the Sulu. You had a chance to jump in the driver's seat.
I took over the Enterprise.
Seat.
Yeah, but I
Sulu's
took it.
always driving.
Yeah, I'm a captain now.
But now you get to tell the driver what to do.
That's right.
So it's like he jumps
I'm in the
con.
big chair.
Does he make Chekhov like move one seat over? Like, okay, now you sit in my seat and do what I tell you?
Chekhov got his own. I think he got his own ship too.
Well, also,
at one point they probably all had it in their contract.
But back in the day, right, when Sulu, like Kirk had to take off and fight some dudes or beam down to a planet. I didn't really follow the show, but Sulu would sometimes take over. Like he'd tell him, you have control, you jump in. But no one ever jumped in Sulu's seat, right?
Nope.
So there was technically no driver.
There was an extra. It was
always that guy that would always get killed.
Yeoman Harris or Yeoman Jenkins.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Oh, is that a new character?" No, he's dead.
Yeah,
he just got killed.
His job would just be to move that lever forward, like the ship was moving forward. Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, priceless, man, priceless.
Amazing.
You always knew if they had really, really good hair and they were on the spare planet or whatever, they were gone.
Yeah, they were gone. They were done.
Well, you knew they were gone when they'd be like, okay, hostile planet, Spock, Bones, me, and Ensign Jenkins.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
who's that guy?
And that guy would be like, damn it!
Who's that guy?
The guy in the red shirt. Anyway, so we're waiting on Tim Stevenson. We'll, I guess, shake it up in a minute.
I'm sure it's that LA traffic.
Very unpredictable.
I got a little news at the top of the show. Many of you know we here at the show I produce on Fridays, Combat Radio, and a lot of the affiliates I produce here. We team up every December for a Christmas breakfast for homeless children, a Christmas event where we bus in about 300 to 400 homeless kids, Polar Express style. They get everything. They get brunch. They get a waiter for the first time, many of them in their life. They get presents that are first class. Santa hosts it. Many of the cosplayers and a lot of the celebrities we work with host it. I think you're at it this year, right, Eddie? It's December 6th.
That's right. I will be there.
Yeah, we're going to drop a broadcast desk and cover it all like Rose Parade style, like a hipper version of the Rose Parade. But the shelter we do it for, LSS Social Services, the social service office we work with, burned down the week before last. So they are really on the ropes as far as having nothing. I mean, before they made something out of nothing. Now, if they don't get some kind of quick aid, there's a possibility that the office may not come back, and the over 2,000 plus dependent families, which probably totals about 8,000 people, will lose it as a resource. And I need to make clear exactly who these people are, because these are not some sort of welfare component or some enabling component. These are people that up until just a few months ago, their parents had jobs and fell on hard times. As jobs get outsourced, as people get overseas. I mean, these are pretty normal families that are still trying to stick together as a family unit. Now, many of them get housing through local motels that this service office has requisitioned. Some of them live in their cars. Some of them live with families. People are just struggling right now, and this event provides Christmas for them. It's something social services still wants to do. I actually had a meeting with them last week, said, what can we do? They said, make sure you do the event because of the morale it actually creates for the kids. And this year there's actually going to be ice skating. The mall we do it at is putting out an ice skating rink.
Yay!
So yeah, it's a whole all-day event. You may guess that renting buses at 50 seats per bus is fairly expensive when you're talking 8 buses all day. The event itself, breakfast, the presents, the deals that are put together are very expensive. We have created a page and are asking for help for people to get involved. We're not getting a lot of help. We created the page about 5 or 6 days ago, and it's far from on fire. We think because people sort of have like I said, a misconception who these kids are. These kids are going to school, many of them. Most of them are in school. They're in public schools. They're trying to make ends meet, and it's hard times. You can go to GoFundMe, A Combat Radio Christmas, GoFundMe.com/A Combat Radio Christmas, or the Combat Radio Facebook page. And you can see the event there for $10. You can feed 3 kids. Actually, for hold on one second. No, you can come in. Just for $10, you can feed 3 kids, but you can get a plethora of other things that'll help encourage you to get involved. Actually, a crazy amount of things in an effort to try to encourage a good cause. So that's GoFundMe/A Combat Radio Christmas. The social service office we work with burned down. I don't know if I told you. Ooh. Yeah, so we're on DEFCON 1. That's actually Tim Stevenson, who decided to show up to his own show.
Let me just tell you about traffic.
No, forget it. Okay, you're right. That's
the mic's off. The mic's off.
Mute of the mic.
I'd feel better if you said chili.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eddie Garcia Show.
I drove from Chile.
I would have felt better if you would have just said, look, I just did not want to get up this morning, because that I
got up before the sun this morning. I left at 7:30. Irvine. Good Lord.
7:30.
7:30 I left my house.
I got up at 7:30.
Usually I leave at 8, and I'm here 10 minutes early.
I was changing my baby's diaper at 7.
Yeah,
See,
you were.
I was changing my own diaper
Well,
at
now
7.
that you're here, we can start the show. But what I was doing real quick was I was hijacking your show for a charitable platform.
As you should.
Yes.
Perfect.
And, I want to also mention, people have gotten behind the Ice Bucket Challenge, which has been a wonderful thing.
Yes.
But, it also sometimes it'll deter people from doing other things for other charities. And I think it's important to, even just a little bit helps with any kind of cause. Just get yourself out there, especially with this one. We can help a lot of families. You get out there. I donated.
You did donate, and I appreciate that. Let me tell you, like I said, $10 feeds three kids.
Boom.
This event is, you have to be on the ground with the event to understand what it is. But I'm running into a lot of resistance, especially with people who think, well, I don't want to be an enabler. And this is not your crack mom with 9 kids. This is
Tina.
This is not Tina. These are people that are probably on the brink of just recently lost their job. Because of it, they ended up losing their housing, their apartment, their home, whatever. Right. There's no jobs in California unless you want to, work for Walmart and then try to make it work for 3 kids.
Yeah.
On that salary.
I went to Walmart the other day.
And they make a ton of money, and I'd love to see the bottom line on how much actually goes back to their employees, since all of it's made in China.
Ooh.
Well, that's why the employees borrow your credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. In Walmart. Okay, I had to say this because I was talking to Miguel on the way up here. I went into Walmart like 2 days ago in Tustin. They lock up the Sharpies.
Do they?
Like the Sharpie, the $2
Because
Sharpie.
it's because of the taggers. They steal that
Totally.
I was like,
Is that why?
not like in a regular
I'm
grocery store.
from
They might
Woodland
lock
Hills.
up the
I have
high-end
no idea
vodka.
why you'd steal a Sharpie.
You know what I mean?
shit. Yeah, it's big in the tagging world, dude.
Well, that's
Sharpie?
like Disneyland not selling gum. There's just certain weird
I just thought it was
That one I
ironic.
get, though. I understand why they don't. Although I've wanted gum at Disneyland in the past.
Me
I get why they
too.
don't sell it.
Me too.
when they had
Got
to go-
that dry mouth.
Yeah. When they had to go get the key.
Yeah.
I need the key to open up the case to get the Sharpie.
Look, Walmart is...
Why aren't you going to an office supply?
Like, here's an AK-47.
Seriously, right.
Knock yourself out.
I'm going to refrain from a complete tirade I had on the Evil Teddy Bear radio show last night in Atlanta.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where I went completely berserk on the current economic climate. It was really... it was really reminiscent of my Staff Sergeant Barnes days at Warner Brothers. It was like a non-flashback. We were battling the Tet Offensive, so I'm going to refrain from doing that, but just say Walmart is the devil, basically. And, they're laughing their ass off.
Oh, yeah.
At all of us who shop there, at all the people who work there.
Well, that's why you have
Ooh.
to buy stock. That way you could kind of find a happy medium.
Yeah.
It's like Apple. It's like they take over everything, but at least I own my 5 shares.
Yeah, there you go.
What do those shares cost? Jesus.
Well, they just split. Anyway,
You made it to your show today. Congratulations.
Yay.
Eddie looks good in my seat.
Hey, thanks.
Is that your seat? I'm not so
That is
sure
the,
about
that's,
that.
the pilot. You're the pilot. I'm the co-pilot.
Yep,
You
not
got
anymore.
bumped up. Sulu got bumped
I'm
up
sitting
into
in
the
Eddie's
captain's
chair.
chair. We just had that discussion.
I'm the sidekick today.
he doesn't know you don't know Star Trek. You know, like Good Times. Or
I know Good Times, Different Strokes,
That's what I'm saying.
Facts of Life.
You know Star Trek. Don't lie.
I know Star Trek.
I'm like,
I wasn't a Trekkie, but my sister likes. I was a Star Wars guy.
That's right.
Trek-
There you go.
Trekkers.
Star Wars guys.
Trekkers.
Yeah, I know.
Trekkers.
Somebody
You were a
was
Good
a
Times fan?
rugrat.
Oh yeah,
And was
Jimmy Walker.
Was that a good show?
Oh, it was a great
so
show.
good.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
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 Yeah,
Dynamite!
even Janet Jackson was on. She was Penny.
That's right. That
Look,
couch.
Janet Jackson was on a lot of shows, my friend. Not
Yeah.
all of them good.
Well,
including
she was a
Fame.
baby then. She was like 10. Yeah, true.
That was like after Fame, though. That was like Fame extended.
Yeah,
You can't
Fame.
use the Janet Jackson clause as a pass for the show. I mean, I heard the show was legendary. I just never watched it.
Oh, it was awesome. Jimmy
Fame?
No, Good Times.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid.
See, Good Times, Different Strokes.
Top 5 shows in the 70s were what for you?
Let's see, Good Times, Three's Company, Different Strokes, The Jeffersons, and Facts of Life.
No
Really?
Happy Days? No Happy Days?
Definitely.
I was in there Happy Days. I was in there.
Yeah.
Kinda. It was like too close for comfort. Like, I didn't watch it that much.
Oh my god! But he was such a good artist with that puppet.
Yeah. Achibunka.
Wow, we're dating ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd say it was more '80s for me. You
Yeah.
know, the A Team and
Ooh, I love the A-Team.
yeah, it was '80s television, '70s television. I think I was inspired by my mother, so I watched I Love Lucy and MASH and
I watched
all the
BJ
shows
and the
that-
Bear.
Oh, so did I. I like
I
the
remember
chimpanzee.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, I was into Fantasy Island.
Ooh, you know what?
Definitely.
I liked Tattoo. He was my
Yeah.
friend. He was my favorite.
They're playing. They're
I like that he
playing.
carried a really, really big gun.
Right?
Oddly enough, I watched a lot of WKRP, which is kind of
In
tragic.
Cincinnati.
now.
There we
It's kind
go.
of tragic,
That's
the
funny.
parallels. You know?
That's like in the Bosom Buddies.
Is that why you're
era.
wearing plaid?
Yes, I'm wearing a white belt, white shoes, the full. What do they call that? What do they call the? Carl
cod
Gottlieb
piece.
called
No.
the outfit. What did he call it?
You dropped your phone,
He
buddy.
wore the outfit in Jaws. What is that? He called it the full. It's called not the full Monty.
I was going to say
No,
the
that's a
full
whole
monster.
nother
That's
thing.
a whole nother
McHenry
movie.
or something. Anyway, I don't know. I'll have to ask him what that wardrobe is called. Yes.
Let's get him on the phone.
So Tim,
Yeah.
we have someone sitting in the other chair. I've introduced
Random.
him. This
Yeah.
this person sitting here.
Oh, you mean Bryan Anthony?
Brian,
Yeah,
Brian
Anthony.
Not the
Brian-
white guy that sings.
You know what's funny? Because I Googled your name. I was like, okay, I only know one Brian Anthony, and that's you. So I get all these
Saw
other
the one
random
Brian.
Brian Anthonys.
Yeah.
This is like this guy, and he's got like his shirt off, and he's like, ah! And I was like,
Are you sure that wasn't Brian?
No, because I checked. I was like, well, maybe that was Brian,
never
holidays.
Holidays.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But, so yeah, welcome Brian Anthony.
Hi.
You know, Brian,
Yay!
What's up?
Thanks for inviting me.
Brian Anthony is amazing. You know why?
in my
Because he's the
honor.
only one I know that could walk through an airport and from all the way across the airport yell, Tim, how's that rash doing?
It's true. It's true. And he always has a reply.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the first time I did it, you had the chuckle moment, but then, for the 40 years I kept doing it. Yeah, new material. I'm working on new material.
Oh, but it was so much fun. We toured together. I mean, in Europe, like all kinds of places where people would just freak out, and I would go, it's just Brian.
Absolutely. Well, I'm an only child. I was raised by my mother, and I was raised by my African-American stepfather.
Yeah.
He's black.
Yeah.
And my, and a bunch of Jews. So this is what came out. Obnoxiousness.
Nice.
Obnoxiousness.
That's beautiful.
Obnoxiousness.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
Thank
story.
you.
It's awesome.
So, Eddie, are you ever going to move out of Laverne? What's that?
No,
Jesus
never going to
Christ.
happen.
That's like asking me if I ever
Never
live in
gonna
Orange
happen.
County.
Yeah,
That's
that's just
true,
never
too.
going to happen.
You two just love your areas.
Yeah, but you live out way out here.
Well,
But you know what? I
That's way
realized
out here to somebody.
That's true. Way out here to it's true. Sherman Oaks, so far. So
I
far.
bet you it takes you the same amount of time to get to Hollywood as it does me.
It probably does.
Yes.
It probably does.
well, you live closer now.
Yeah, thank God. I had to move on the other side of the 405 just because nobody ever likes the 405.
Once you get to the 405 out, it's like living where I live.
It's
Pretty
like
much.
being.
Yeah.
I don't
People
know,
think you're in San
divorced.
Francisco.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I love when people drive past me and act like I live far, and they go, I was in San Diego. I'm like, that's 2 hours past my house.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right? But they think you're that close.
Yeah.
To San Diego. Yep.
Can I bring up a very important
Plus,
topic?
Yes.
sir.
It's the fact that all three of us have worked together and we've all seen the same celebrities naked. And I don't know if that's just a random thing, but
It's not random.
it's not.
It's not random.
It's just,
No, it's happened.
well, it's
maybe.
probably because we're peaking, but
Yeah.
that's, that's
Damn.
rude.
We
But
have.
Tim Stevenson, I don't know what to say other than I'm just truly proud of you. I can't believe
thanks,
all the
brother.
things you've been, working so hard over the years. I've known
Libra's
you
in
a
the
long
house.
Time. Totally.
Yeah.
What sign are you, Eddie?
I'm a Leo, can't you tell?
I can.
Yeah.
You and my friend Jamie Presley.
Leo
Very
the
dominant, very, creative.
I remember
I had a conversation about her.
she came at me once when we were at something, and I was dancing with your ex.
You're pointing, and that's rude.
And, I'm waving my fingers. And she thought I was coming on to her, and she came at me like
she was
she'll
gonna
do
whoop
it.
your
yes,
ass.
and I was scared.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
That
oh, she
raspy
about
voice?
to whoop me.
She will.
Yeah, and then she found out, oh, she's like, oh, you were Brian? Oh,
you
never
okay?
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Southern girl. She's a tough cookie.
Yeah.
She's fun.
Yeah, I really like her. She's really cool.
We
You know
talked
who
about
doesn't
music.
like her?
Who?
Jason.
Jason Weibar. Why not?
I don't know. They had a run in years ago.
Oh.
and,
What?
I don't know. Whatever.
She's fun. She's
Well,
a
I mean,
feisty
as an
one.
outsider, it's fun to watch. I don't care. Shit, go ahead and fight.
She's fun, though. She's definitely, I don't know. I thought she was cool. And the fact that, Brian got me to do music for Jill Kelly because of Jamie.
That's right. That's
So,
exactly right.
I produced some porn music. That was great.
Remember your name?
Yeah.
Wow. It was funky. Wow.
Wow.
Hello, steam on the window.
Oh, you know I jacked Christy Prey on that one when he was here.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
You better.
I brought it up to him and to Wes.
Veldine?
No, Wes Quave.
Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't find the cassette, but I don't have anything to fucking play.
Yeah,
I have Barry Lather's cassette.
Brian's very
I still have
famous
it.
for finding videos
Yeah.
and on everybody.
I have some bins of video. I was fortunate. My stepdad, he as amazing as he is with the cameras and security and stuff, he always had some sort of recording device. So I can proudly say I was one of the rare ones that actually had a video camera on all the jobs, from the late 80s to probably even now, with the iPhones, obviously. But back then, I have some moments, man. I have human hair.
I have you crashing into Barry in the middle of the air.
Very
Yes.
Oh, I heard
that.
about that.
Oh,
Oh, that was
yeah.
a rehearsal for J-Lo,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. It
Talk
was-
about cocky. Don't be cocky. Note to the 4 listeners. I want you to know that if you're overly cocky and confident and you don't rehearse something, you're probably going to eat.
And there's
Yeah.
a trampoline involved.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Just
That's
got to
true.
know. Just got to know. You
Trampoline,
may-
stripper pole, and
That's it.
4
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
Yeah. Naked little people.
Oh, Gustavo.
Gustavo. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
So, what should we talk about? Should
Let's
we
talk about you.
Let's talk about you.
How'd
Let's
get
talk about
involved?
all.
How did you start in this industry?
Yes. Let's go
How
with
did
that.
that occur?
Were you on Star Search?
I was on Star Search, but it was way before that. I was actually my first game show, as I call, the So You Thinks and the Dance with the Stars. Well, as we all know, there were predecessors to all that. And the first one I was ever on was Gong Show at the age of 5.
Ooh,
So
what?
Yeah, man.
How is that?
And we didn't get hooked. We didn't have the Dancing Sandman come on and get us.
He worked for the CIA.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Barry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paris.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Chuck Barris.
Yes, I saw that movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Can't believe
Crazy.
everything you see in a movie.
Yeah, it's a trippy story.
It is a trippy story. Well,
not
my
gonna
mom,
continue.
her twin sister's husband sold drugs and built swimming pools. I guess those kind of things.
I guess,
those
yeah.
things go hand in hand.
And if you're an Encino, you do porn. I mean,
exactly.
Encino.
Well, it was the 70s.
Pool, porn,
Pool,
drugs.
porn. So he did a pool for a manager, and I went and introduced myself and met, and then just started. I had a manager at the age of 4.5, 5 years old.
Damn.
And all of a sudden started doing a bunch of Shakespeare. So
Yeah,
that was my introduction to acting and the business was Shakespeare.
Nice.
At this manager's pool while he, kind of looked like who he reminded me of? Who's in Ocean's 11 that funds all the things? What's the older Elliot Gould? Elliot Gould's character in Ocean's 11. That was Michael Hara. That was my manager at the time. He was just very like hairy belly out.
Nice.
Anyways, kind of like you right now. Eddie.
Thank you. Thank you. Just trying to be like you, bro. Just trying to be like you.
So that's how it really
I
started.
strive.
Introduction, just getting the management and getting some other kids, and you're doing plays in the backyard, and you're getting interested and excited, and then before you knew it, he got me an agent, and I did Different Strokes and Small Wonder and Facts of Life.
Small Wonder.
Yeah, I started working as an extra, and then I think because of my growth, I was a big boy, they started throwing a line or two as a bully. So I was always the infamous, like, I don't know if he's Spanish, but he's close enough. Bully, right?
You're one of, you can be anything.
Totally.
Oh yeah, I played a lot. I was a Native American.
Exactly.
I was like Latino.
We ran into each other when we were both doing the shows, not bragging, but we were both doing the shows in 1990. Like, I graduated high school, and then I go into this high school TV show, and Eddie and I are working on it as dancers. And then I move on as a regular, and then Eddie had his own show, you know, like Six Guys Named Mo or Next Door.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Six guys named Mo. They need Mo a hand.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I brought it up because every once in a while, I go through my bins where I have my videos and shit, and I have these magazines, and you and I are in the same Teen Beat magazine, and I have it. Do you know
Teen
that?
Beat.
Wow.
With the
Look
cast
at
of
that.
90210. And
Yeah.
It's Lindsay and
Ooh,
Bryan
and
Anthony.
Saved
I used to hang out with those
Saved
guys.
by the- That's right.
I used to hang out with Brian Austin Green.
Yeah, we talked about
He used to
that.
come hang out in Orange County because they had a Roxbury South. Remember Roxbury here on Sunset? They had a South one in Orange County, and he used to hang out
Where was
there.
that one in Orange County? I actually went to there. I went there.
It was it was on MacArthur and Maine, like right near, close to the airport, close to John Wayne Airport, and it was a 2-story one. It was huge. Yeah,
Did people go there?
everyone went there.
Yeah.
It was
of
like the
course.
thing. Oh, Roxbury South, because it's Orange County, so back then especially conservative.
When did it close?
Oh, good lord.
Right after the movie?
Yeah.
Probably.
One up
Closed
here
with the
closed
movie.
before the movie, actually.
Did it really?
Yeah, it closed before the movie was released.
It was a long time ago.
Sorry to derail you.
I think I was,
Go
you
back
know,
to
I
what
was
you
that
were
was like
doing.
22.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that long ago, dude. Come on.
That was when Jesus was still there. I'm just saying.
You know, speaking of Keith Diorio,
Oh.
just kidding.
No, you're not.
No, speaking of tapes, I just found the tape when he was auditioning for Real World. Like
really?
New York, which I think was season 2 or 3 or 4, somewhere around there in the beginning of the. So I have his videotape. So I'm waiting until he becomes famous, and then I can, air
Just gotta
that.
blast
Pull
that
that
on
tape
YouTube.
out.
Blast it out.
YouTube.
You know where I met when we started hanging out? We were on the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
We were-
Eddie or
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. So that was Mr. Kenny Ortega.
It was Kenny Ortega. It was like a
Jamie.
whole James and Luca. Remember Luca?
Yeah.
of
I
course.
remember there was a whole slew of people on that job.
Yeah.
But the reason why we started hanging out was because I'm not a cliquey person, so I would alienate myself.
Totally.
So I was like just sitting in the corner, like a good little black kid, just doing my thing. And Brian was like, "What's up, dude?
Totally.
Why are you over here by yourself?" I was like, "Because I don't do that whole I'm going to be cool with that person so I can be in the clique guy." And that's how we became friends because he knew that I was the oddball.
And I was always that. I was a social butterfly more than obviously now having family and all that stuff. But I was definitely a social butterfly. So, and I'm an only child, as I said.
So you talk to yourself.
I do a lot, and but I notice when there's like really homeless looking people in the
Yes.
corner at a rehearsal or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I mean that
Seriously.
respectfully.
No, because
Did
I
you
had
have
on
the
my
flat
wrestling
top
pants.
then?
Quiet. No,
Did
he's
you have
just
the flat
quiet.
I didn't have the inverted Bobby Brown back then.
No. But you're right. When you're around a total slew of obnoxious people that smell like vanilla, which was kind of like
Literally
Jamie
smell like
King's.
vanilla.
Hey, who's calling me? Oh, it's an air conditioning company.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's funny you remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did become buddies, and we found out we were both Libras, and we had a lot in common, and we were great bookends.
Yeah.
And, and I mean this, again, I'm really, really, I don't like fat people, but gay people I love. And so Tim, I thought, was gay.
Yes.
And so
Seriously.
seriously. No, but like you said, everybody's so cliquey in their own weird ways. So it's like, I don't really feel like hanging with them for the moment.
And he's not kidding. They all smell like vanilla.
They did. Oh yeah,
It was
You
like a
kidding me?
thing.
It was a Prince Clan thing.
Yeah, it
And
was
they-
like they were all.
They admit it. When they
Yeah.
sweat, they drip.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
funny. Everyone was on that job. Ronnie Willis was on that job.
Ronnie Willis.
Ronnie, you owe me $1,900 still. Seriously?
He wrote a
Come
book.
on. You wrote
Hey.
a book?
Yeah, it's
I
called
First
I
thing you should go-
O'Brien.
Yeah,
1900.
Dang.
The proceeds should go to all the children's bikes you've stolen on the boardwalk of Atlantic City. Just putting that out there.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Be careful,
Yeah,
though.
some big hotel just failed there, and it's causing one of the other hotels to
Dude,
fail.
I'm going next week, and like you said, I've heard that over the last couple months, Atlantic City
It's
is
starting to fall apart. Like
Yeah.
it's going down.
Like Reno down?
Reno, it's surprisingly enough, is starting to kind of pull it together, and they're starting to.
So they only shoot in one direction?
probably.
There's
I heard
no
Reno's
shooting.
pretty though.
There's
Is
more
it pretty
stabbings.
there?
It's totally different.
Oh, more stabbings.
Yes,
Much
yes,
better.
It's
neighborhood.
more biker gang kind of thing.
It is better. You know what? Stop shooting. Get man up. Grab a knife, a fork, a spoon.
Right? Get sport to death.
Get sport.
But I go up to Reno actually once a year, and it's really there's like kind of a little resurgence. Like the city's starting to come together. It's kind of cool to watch.
That's
like
good.
I'm like, all right,
You
know,
gonna
it's
buy
kinda-
some property?
No.
Would you do the ice bucket challenge there?
Oh my God. Have you done the ice
Would you
bucket
do the
challenge?
knife bucket
I
challenge there?
donated.
You donate. Good.
Yeah.
That's important.
I
I was going to donate to the AHS, Agora High School bucket challenge, but I got confused on the website, the ALS and the AHS, and so I
Yes.
just figured I'd donate to both.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
One I gave my time to, and one I gave my middle finger to, and I'll let you guess which one.
Why Agora High School? Did you go there?
Yeah, I went to Agora.
I went to Westlake High.
Oh, you did? All right, see.
We're right across town.
Totally.
Same town, technically.
I golf out in Westlake.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't golf.
You don't golf.
But
You
that's
totally
cool.
look like
Sure
a
would-
golfer with that outfit.
I've used a golf club, but never on a golf course.
I went with you to a golf course once.
Just to Sherwood,
'Cause I-
probably.
Yeah.
Sherwood.
I
Tiger
think because
Woods.
I forget why
You
we
are
were
pointing
there,
a
but-
lot. You know that,
Sorry.
right?
That's okay.
Jesus.
That chair does it
It's
to you, though.
like
As soon as you sit in that
reprimanding.
chair,
Hey.
you feel like you have some authority. And you start pointing at people and calling them
Oh,
out.
he took Shabadoo's class and he's working on his locking skills.
Oh, you should have been here when we had shrimp on the show. Ooh.
You had Boogaloo Shrimp?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Talk about meth addict.
Ooh.
Did he bring his plug-ins?
Oh, no, but he brought the word extra crispy. Extra crispy all day. Extra
That's right. What a talented kid, though.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He was and maybe still is. I don't know him now.
I mean, it was
but-
like, I told him, I was like, you were my teacher, but I've never been in your class.
Yeah,
You
totally.
know.
Hey, I'll admit, and I know there's a lot of MJ fans out there, but I got bored of seeing the same thing over and over with Michael. So, when you're a kid, you start looking at musicals, and I'm sorry, but Boogaloo Shrimp was one of mine too, man.
Yep.
As I know you guys too, with the broom and the way he moved was different than Shabadoo and different from other kids that you had seen. He was like a West Coast. It was, yeah. So all jokes aside, I definitely pretended to be Boogaloo Shrimp back in the day.
I love that broom
Yeah.
dance.
And anybody with the name Boogaloo Shrimp, and you're not, a cook
Right.
or
Especially
a fisherman,
nowadays. I just caught some tuna.
you
Boogaloo
better
shrimp.
come strong with your rainbow stripe headband.
Band jackets.
Eddie, come on, man. Put your pants back on. Seriously.
Jesus.
So you still have a birthmark. Speaking of, Eddie, I'm gonna say 2 words, and I want you to just say the first thing that comes to mind. You ready? One nut.
Sean Munoz.
He wins. Let's give him.
Yeah.
When's that raffle happening?
Don Munoz.
He's gonna kick my
Universal
ass.
City Nissan.
That's right. Go buy a car from Sean Munoz.
Only $129 a month for
Just
no
saying.
money down.
No money down.
He'll be like, "You bastard."
Bastard.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay,
goodness.
Brian. Okay,
Yes.
let's talk about some funny moments because there's a billion of them.
There's a lot.
Let's talk about you billing our food
Okay.
bill to.
Oh wait, yeah, you're famous for that. Oh wait, you did it to me.
Yeah, I've done it pretty much.
Let's talk about Hawaii.
Oh, when we were doing Jennifer
Pro
Love
Bowl.
Hewitt.
Yeah,
That was fun.
And I'm about to check out, and they go, "Your bill's $300 and something," and I went, "Wait, for what? What?" And they're like, "Yes." And then they hand it to me, and I go, that's not my signature.
That's right.
And they
Which is
go,
what I count on.
that is your signature. Someone knew your name. I said, a lot of people know my name.
That's right.
That don't
Famous.
mean anything.
Right.
And then we went, I brought my ID out. I was like, does that look the same? They don't even look the same. Well, who would have done this? I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So this was a back and forth for 45 minutes thanks to this young man.
I think we were actually watching that from the
Yes,
bar.
you were.
Yeah.
And this one knows the whole time.
I
and as
do.
soon as I get on, when we're about to go to the airport and I get on I was like, Brian,
Yep.
you dick.
Yeah,
But it was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I always wanted to have a good time with my friends and rip off the corporations. Was my goal back then. Now I want to be a corporation. But I enjoyed. First of all, it happened to me a long time ago, and I thought it was the funniest, meanest thing ever. But I talked my way out of it, just like you did. This is not my signature. So I kind of went with that MO everywhere, and yeah, man.
Yeah,
whether
you've
we
done
were
it
on
to
tour
quite a
with
few people,
J-Lo
yeah.
or
Well, in
doing.
in London, it was perfect, though. I mean, they had it coming anyway. I mean, we had to.
That tour manager was,
You know what I mean?
not so kind.
Yeah,
either.
we had to actually go into the lobby office, if you will, and create
We did.
we created a flyer because we weren't invited to Thanksgiving dinner.
Right, that's right.
Mind you,
Oh, wait, that was on the trip that I wasn't invited
no,
to.
you got replaced by somebody's pool boy. So
So true.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we created a flyer because we decided, it's still Thanksgiving for us too. We weren't invited to the big
Yeah.
hoo-ha.
Well,
so
it
we're
was
gonna
the
have our
A
own.
team and the B team.
And we were definitely.
I was on the
B-
D team.
You were, yeah.
You were still in LA.
Yep.
Yeah, you were on the Laverne team. You were still here.
Yep.
But yes, we are jumping around a little bit. But yes, I had a thing of signing group bar tabs of like,
Yes.
hey, everybody, come on. No, it's on me. It's on me. I got it. I got you. And then, of course, I'd find out someone's room number and sign it over to them. But the London one that Tim's talking about, we did it. I signed it over to the tour manager's room. And he got so mad and he started threatening, I'm going to take money out of all of your checks. Meanwhile, we're like, we're never going to see you again. You
Right.
are here in London. So thank you, London, for the free bar tab.
Yes. But we had our B plus party,
We sure
and we
did.
raided the mini. We were going to raid the mini bar,
Yep.
and we put invitations under everybody's doors, including the band.
That's beautiful. But our friend sold his fur jacket and invited us all
Yes.
to the party, and we all enjoyed ourselves and had a great time.
It
And
was-
we were the party,
We
really.
were always.
Hello.
Even at the wedding, we were
Because
the
it was
party.
us and the band.
Yeah.
Us and the band. So
Oh, yeah.
you would have had a party for 4.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that was. But it was fun.
That's true.
We missed Eddie. Eddie didn't invite.
Yeah, I would have known.
Eddie's always missed.
If you would have done makeup, you would have been there.
No, if I would have worn white.
Or dated the niece. Anyway, that's a whole different scenario.
True.
No, it's true. But
true.
I love that you guys have like multiple pot plants in the office. This is really cool. Thank you.
We're suppliers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 buds. No, that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're one of those medical stores.
You guys are green.
We're great. Yeah, we're very
green.
green. We're all green.
We're organic.
We are. We are.
So next week, I'll plug. Next week, I am.
Yes.
Stacy Walker and I are doing our annual assisting Mr. Barry Lather on Miss America.
Yeah.
Doing it since
Miss
1990.
Such a hard job.
Yay! No, it's an amazing job because Barry and I always say we get older, but the girls stay the same age, which obviously is true.
Like John
So-
Stamos.
You got to tell him I said, what up?
It was like Barry, of
Yeah.
course. What up, Barry?
What up, Barry?
Barry Lather in the house.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm 41. I feel like I finally, at maybe 37, finally decided to stop staring at the young girls. They're over 18, but still, I realize, all right, I'm a mature adult. When you stop looking at 20-year-olds, man, you know that you finally have succeeded in stopping your pedophileness. And that's a good thing. So I applaud me.
Legal pedophilia.
Yeah.
Legal pedophilia.
No, because there's a lot of freaks out there. There's a lot of freaks out there. I
Yeah.
see them. I'm like, they are not even picking up a kid at this school right now. And they're just hanging out. Like
Yeah,
U-Hauls.
that's yeah.
It's bad.
U-Hauls.
Speaking
So what
of,
does 20
how's
look
Courtney?
like? So what does 20 look like?
I have no idea.
All smooth and
Oh my God.
baby bottom like and stuff.
Okay,
They
now
wear
I
too
want
much
to.
makeup.
I want to talk about what do you
Eddie's
guys
excited.
going into the rehearsal process for Miss America?
Yeah.
what is it that? Because I'm sure most of them are not dancers.
Most of you'll find that a third of them are dancers
Okay.
for a
Okay.
talent.
For a talent.
A talent.
Yeah.
For a talent.
Okay.
I say that.
Does
Yes.
still do
Yeah.
batons?
So when you're coming up with a concept, does it usually just involve a lot of walking?
Because let me for that. Normally, yes, but for the last couple years, they've started doing these music video style introductions, as we call the Parade of State videos for the beginning.
Okay.
And then it cuts to all the girls live on stage, and yes, they're kind of walking in on a pattern. They maybe do 4 counts of 8, and then they end with a little buttoned pose.
Okay, got it.
It used to be a big musical number, and God help you. Because
It's
2/3
probably,
of them
yeah.
couldn't
Right.
dance, and you're trying to hide them, and then they have to end up in the proper order so they could step up and do their name. So,
Yeah.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona could be non-dancers, but you have to put them in front or in a
Wow.
position. So these new little music video snippet intros have kind of helped and hid that. So
And it helps them in
It
the long
helps
run.
them in the long
because
run.
could you imagine you're the judge and you're sitting there and you just go,
and it's gotta
it
not
influences it influences
Exactly.
you
Right.
somehow. You're trying not to, but when you see that girl and you're like, ooh,
You're like, ooh, you go last. Okay.
I look forward to it, though. I look forward to it. My favorite, of course, when you've done it so long, you don't get bored, especially with new girls every time. I love the ice bucket challenge fiddlers. They think pouring ice and water is new. They've been doing this in Miss America for years. I think ever since Marguerite Showgirls came out.
Okay.
But
oh wait, you're in that, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh wait,
Gold
I'm in that
spandex
one,
panties.
yeah. Did you wear that G-string?
I did.
You did,
Yes.
right? Did you have to shave
A man thong.
shave
No,
your
I
ass?
had
Yeah, smooth
my
ass.
fiance Nancy O'Mara shave me. So that was the
Oh,
first
okay.
woman to
There you
ever
go.
trim the Jufro
Oh,
on my
okay.
butthole. It's true. It's got
That's a whole other meaning.
Oh.
Well, it's true. You start watching porns and stuff. You're like, I should be a little cleaner. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's growing up in the valley.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I heard they're moving it out of the valley now.
There's a
Different tax breaks. What? Going to
no.
Canada?
There's a law now because they're trying to protect the health of the stars.
Right.
So they all have to wear condoms, and they have to have a person from a nurse on the set, and that's caused a lot of problems within the porn industry because they don't want to have it that way because. Why do I know all this?
Yeah, why do you know all this?
Because I listen to NPR.
Yeah.
Yes, I listen to NPR.
That's
Thank
a major
you.
industry, and if it
Yeah.
leaks,
It's huge.
we're going to have
Yeah,
issues here.
yeah,
It's
it's
true.
a lot of tax.
Well, I
money,
thought they
so-
always had. I thought they always had some sort of card, or you'd get your
Well,
go see a
that's-
doctor and bring it
that's
to
the thing,
set as
but-
part of the contract, or
Like anything else, there's other groups involved that are pushing to get them out of here because of what it stands for. Instead of
is that
you
the
don't have
Mormons?
to. I'm abstaining from that, but there are.
Stay on your, keep riding your horses in Agora. Stay over there.
Right.
Leave the porn industry in Van Nuys and Sherman Oaks.
An industry that brings money into a community.
Thank you.
You don't always have to agree with everything. Not everybody wants to buy coffee.
That's right.
Not everybody wants to buy like a veggie sandwich.
And how many
Right.
of us honestly even know it's there?
Yeah, right.
None
they
of
don't
us.
do anything
No.
to bother
The
anybody.
buildings
they,
are
within-
all in like these industrial complexes.
Yeah.
You can't really see anything. I mean, people think it's just like
everywhere.
garage
in the back.
over there.
Yeah.
With the Star Wagon.
Or the bar at Corbin Bowl after hours. But those are things that I probably shouldn't be saying on the radio.
Speaking-
That's good for
I used
the
to love
economy,
Corbin
too.
Bowl.
Speaking of, did we do Boogie Nights together?
We did not. I did audition and get cut.
oh,
That was
dang.
Adam. I know. We should have done
Yeah,
that.
because it would have been insanely fun.
Oh,
with
my
you.
God. But I did go to high school with Heather Graham.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. So I got that
There
going
you go.
for me.
Bam.
Boom, roller girls.
Everybody in Agora that's their claim to fame.
That's
I went to high
I
school
probably
with
heard
Heather
that
Graham.
pointed out probably maybe realistically 15 times.
See? I'm glad I'm 16.
Yeah. So now, when do you start work on the Miss America?
Leave on Tuesday.
That's good. And when do
work
you
for
finish?
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah, the
Wow,
show
man.
itself is on the 14th.
So you get there. Do you meet all the girls? Do they have to audition? Like, is that like
No.
for spots? You just kind of
Well, that's the thing. They already have their Alpha, Mu, Sigma groups.
Okay.
Whatever that means. It's just their groupings and pairings. But like I said, the first 2 days are literally rehearsing for these music video introductions.
Okay.
And so we do tend to find out who the dancers are.
From that.
Nice.
And then the 5 girls or 6 girls that need to announce themselves. So we will tend to do the stronger dancing ability girls in all the groups. But it builds.
And do you get the song in advance that you're for the opening?
Barry knows them. And
Okay.
they're usually very, very trendy and hot.
Like-
and
Right.
top 10 right now.
Are you doing Anaconda?
My anaconda
Don't want
none unless that
I'm
one?
so mad that she didn't use you on that track.
Because
Because if you know Bryan Anthony, that's his song. That's his song.
Yeah.
Corbin
I
Ball,
remember
baby. Corbin
in
Ball.
Hawaii.
so true.
So here's the story. So we're in Hawaii. And
Oh, yes.
All of us.
Pro Bowl, and it's the players' dinner with the families and stuff.
the
And next thing I
ukulele.
know, I see Brian walking up to the band that's playing, this Hawaiian band. They're doing top 40, doing some Hawaiian songs. And then all of a sudden, Brian walks up to the mic, and Tim walks up to the congas.
It's so true.
And next thing you know, they're doing Baby Got Back, conga style. And then the band walks up and starts playing with them.
They were going to take a break. That's why I was like, forget it. Tim and I'll go up.
And the
Let's do
players were up, and it was brilliant.
And as usual,
and I
we were
remember
the party.
That's right.
Chris's reaction was priceless. He goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Yay for remembering.
Yeah.
That was
It was
fun.
one of my favorite moments.
Well, and the
of,
best part is that Brian started a cappella. Right?
Yeah.
He started a cappella. And then I kind of kicked in. But
yeah.
the look on people's faces are like, what's going
and
on?
the fact that
is
you
going
guys
on?
would you would take the break in the middle, like you'd stop.
We
and
knew,
then book-
man.
yeah,
We knew.
it was amazing.
We had never, ever done that before, but, we've known each other long
Yeah,
enough,
it was
so.
a very psychic connection there.
Well, because I'm that guy. I just go along with Brian. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
okay, let's
hilarious.
go.
Let's
What are you going
go.
to do? Let's go play some bongos.
Let's see what
Why
happens.
not? Right.
It's so funny. Yeah, that whole trip was amazing.
I still remember us playing football in the rain, and I know
Yeah.
that sounds whatever, but it was
Yeah.
football in the rain south of.
We were at
Waikiki
North
or
Shore.
North
We were North Shore.
Thank you,
North Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over
Unbelievable.
by what's that little island that looks like a hat?
Oh,
It's the little island that looks
looks
like
like
a
a
hat.
hat. or a kiss. It's
Oh,
a
it
kiss
looks
in the ocean.
Right.
I think it's the Chinaman hat
Yeah.
or some weird.
It's
you
like
know.
it looks like a hat.
It does.
So much fun, that job.
That was
Yeah.
a good
Well, we
one.
rehearsed, an hour a day?
Not even.
No, it was like
When
4
you-
hours total.
When you crawl through what's-her-name's legs on the first day of rehearsal, I about died. It was so much fun.
She was
did
great.
that?
You did.
I
Yeah.
did.
No, it was the girl who was like the UDA
Oh,
director girl.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't be an assistant or a PA or Brian will find you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's true.
Because we were playing, a full soccer game inside the ballroom.
We sure did. That was our rehearsal.
Yeah.
And you know what? Thank God for Eddie and Christian Judd, because they already knew what they were kind of gonna do, but they knew the amount of time and the schedule, and they saved it from us. They just said, "All right, while we're here, be cool, and when this person walks in, be cool." And I'm not even lying. Literally, they taught 1/8. 1/8, and then we had like 6 days off, and then we, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, what
But
I
that-
love too is that they came to us and they're like, "We don't want so much dancing,"
Oh,
and we
that's
were
right.
like, "Okay,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
do the same 4 counts of 8
Right.
twice."
We did, but
Thanks
remember
for the trip to
somebody
Hawaii.
finally walked in the room, we're kicking the ball, we're bullshitting, we're playing, we're reading magazines, because back then we didn't have phones that can entertain us.
Right.
We were having conversations, all of a sudden somebody walks in the room, all of us stood up real quick and did our 2/8, 1/8 that we
The
knew.
2/8s that no one really knew that we were kind of making up on the spot,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
all were in sync.
That's right.
It was pretty amazing.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
And I remember because, man, I had to deal with that young lady quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember when Chris Moss licked mustard off my foot.
Yeah, ugh.
Was that Moss or Gio?
No, that was Moss.
That was Moss.
No, Gio, we put ice water in his one shoe because he's OCD,
Oh, totally.
and it freaked him out.
Yeah, Gio,
during the performance.
Gio's our friend that, if he was in any kind of sexual situation, that the lights would be out, the music would be on, he'd be folding his clothes.
Yes.
As he's taking them off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y-Bar's
Hold on
impression of him is priceless.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
did that in Europe, too.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but we're actually doing the impression
Yes.
right now.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
folding clothes right now.
Folding
Yeah.
clothes.
Give me my Star Wars action figure back.
Can I have my iron, please? Steamer.
I got to
Hold
iron
on
my
one second.
socks. Hold on.
Totally.
Hold on, honey. Shh.
Do they have gay dolls now? I mean,
course they
outside
do.
of Ken, like, do they now cater?
Oh, I'm
to
sure.
that?
I'm sure.
Speaking
There's
of dolls?
always.
sure they have
I'm
gay
sure.
dolls.
Absolutely.
Okay. Buck and Charlie or something.
Yeah.
Hey.
And they do Ice Bucket Challenge, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
Ice
so
Bucket
happy
gay
about
dolls.
that. I am. You know what? You were talking about it earlier, and all jokes aside, anything can raise awareness,
Right.
With
About
social
any-
media,
yeah.
And so these people that are actually complaining about the awareness
Yeah.
that it's created,
Right.
they're out of their mind, they're prejudiced, and they're hateful.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Or
I look
for
at
me.
it like if
Yeah.
I look at it and you see like with ALS last year in the same amount of time they had raised $2 million. This year it's up to 53, probably even more.
Yeah.
53 million,
Awesome.
same period. Like so, who the kid that started it actually passed away.
Yeah, I heard
yeah,
that.
which is crazy. But just the fact that someone like was smart enough to go, ooh, we can make the, and I'm sure they didn't even know it was
Yeah.
going to turn into that.
Right.
Totally. Like I think there should be an awareness for everything, and my wife has possibly lupus, and we're not definite on it. She's taking medications and all that stuff. And I know my friend Danielle Ortiz is just like screaming about lupus, and lupus is very, 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 very a painful
Yeah.
situation as well.
Right.
And so, instead of complaining about it, social media wise, about ALS, do something about lupus then.
Right.
And make efforts.
Well, I've seen other people took. There was a guy. He's a big Samoan, and he did an ice bucket challenge for cancer.
Yeah,
'Cause
but he
'cause-
was like,
That's some cold ass water. It's cold
it was
water.
so funny.
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? At least it's gotten people behind things.
That's the whole idea.
Exactly.
And we got to get behind Ethan's charity.
Absolutely.
We really got to get this going, people.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's not doing so well.
We got to get this going, people.
We can spread
Let's
it
do
out.
it. Let's
Yeah.
do
It's
it.
not doing so well, actually. I think, like I said, people like to contribute, I think, to glamorous things like film projects and crowdfunding.
It's just
They don't
well,
to
like I
help
said, it's
homeless
interesting.
kids.
They just people. They're what are those little things called that follow each other?
Trends?
No,
Pawns?
No, they're like
Minions.
little dudes with minions.
Minions.
Yeah, they follow each other, and so like when something becomes trendy, they follow in line with what everybody's doing. So
Right.
just be different. Get out there. Try
That's
something
right.
different.
So everybody that has a pet rock, throw it at someone.
Yes.
That's right.
Spread your rock.
Pet rock challenge.
I have a pet rock at home.
For the price of what you would pay to give yourself diabetes at Starbucks every morning with one of those umbrella drinks, you can
Yeah.
feed 2 or 3.
Is that
Not
a
so much
transfer?
you per se. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you as in you are the
It's-
culprit, but the general listenership out there that's pumping way too much Monsanto's.
It's very true.
$10 goes a long way.
It does
Absolutely.
actually go a long way. But like I said, I mean, some people are being very gracious. Other people, they just can't get their head around it. They want to. And I've heard some very hilarious things that you probably don't want to tell a guy who can repeat it on the radio. About just as the absolute shamelessness of people like, well, can I get involved in your movie, or can I work with you at Universal? Do I have to help homeless kids?
Totally.
Wow.
It's like-
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, here you go. Go
GoFundMe/A
take out my
Call Radio
trash.
Christmas.
I golfed with my friend Andy Jones, who works in post production, and he brought up a very good point. Not just the Starbucks that you were just saying, but also he said I spend like over $250 a month on cigarettes. So not only is he destroying his body, he's wasting $250 that he can give and
Yeah.
donate.
And this, let me tell you, this is to your point. This is like the Aladdin's cave of giveaways. I mean, I never do crowdfunding. It's the first time in my history I've done it. So I basically opened up the garage of doom and said it's a free for all. At the $25 mark and up.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying that, and you're right. Stop destroying your body and people like that guy, and kick it in. And and you guys will all be there on the 6th, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yep.
Okay, good.
That's
So-
right. Wait, and we have something coming up in October too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
You know why? Because
What?
I'm super excited about it. I'm like, I can't even hold myself.
I don't want to make the final 2 minutes of the show about this, but if you insist, we will be doing a live broadcast from Halloween Horror Night. Which is going to include,
I
it looks
love
like,
horrors.
a tram stunt. So more on that next week.
He said moron.
Yeah.
More on that.
More
More on this.
Yeah.
So he said we have just shy of what most 16-year-olds can handle, which is 2 minutes. So what should we talk about?
So after, let's say after Miss America, what you got going on?
I'm going to bring up one thing.
Okay.
wait.
I remember this. Really quick scene.
Yes.
Bryan Anthony and the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
Him and Cameron Diaz. What? I'm just saying.
That was, you know what? I want to just thank Robin Anton, honestly, because Robin Anton hired me as a dancer, gave me that opportunity, and I got to do something very, very cool with a great actress and great people. And fortunately, it's a huge chick flick, so I get stopped a couple times a year and just say that I got recognized, and that's always nice. Who doesn't like that? But you know what? I'm proud of being in a very cool chick flick.
So where can the people find you, Bryan Anthony?
They can usually find me at home with my kids, or on the road somewhere creative with Barry Lather.
Nice.
And other than that, yeah, I have Facebook. You know, I'm just now getting better about the social media thing. So where can they find me? How about just find me through you guys here?
Bam.
Boom.
And Eddie, where do we find you?
I'm Cuban_Ed on Instagram. I'm Eddie Garcia on Facebook, but there's like a million of us, and I am already tapped out on Friends.
But you're the cool one.
And then on Twitter, I'm Eddie G Funk.
And you can always follow us here at the Tim Stevenson or hashtag the Tim Stevenson Show.
Hashtag.
We also have our own GoFundMe campaign that's on that site. So
That's right, for the Halo Foundation.
Yes, so for the Halo Foundation for Autism. And Ethan, one more plug, because everyone's got to know about your charity.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Yes, well, the social service office burned down, like I said, in North Hollywood, LSS. Social services, go to GoFundMe.com/A Combat Radio Christmas, and you can get involved. It's for the kids.
Bam.
And I really like being in the big boy chair. I really liked it.
Because you're a big boy.
because your ass is getting bigger.
With that being said, we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
You're listening to The Tim Stevenson Show with Tim Stevenson and Ethan Dettenmeyer. Right here on LA Talk Radio.